Alright, so this is probably recording or oh god, I already fucked it up. That's fine. Okay, hello. We are here to play Trials in Tainted Space, which is humorously abbreviated to tits, which is great. I love tits. Um, I've played an embarrassing amount of this game. It's created by Phenoxo and added onto by a bunch of other people who work with Phenoxo. This is an adult game meant to be played by adults. Do not play this game if you are under the age of 18. And certainly don't play this if exotic and strange fetishes disgust you. You've been warned. Yeah, leave now if you're a child. I don't want to get in trouble for that. That would be great. Let's play a new game. Alright, so we're gonna play this run trying to get as weird a fucking build as possible. So we're gonna start with a very vanilla character. Anyway, I'm gonna kind of zoom through this shit. There's a lot of text. Okay, so 20 years ago, Victor Steele is one of the richest men in the galaxy. His fortune was gained through years of adventuring through the 13th Great Planet Rush. Great, basically a gold rush, but planets. Ooh, space planets. Rush, gold, yay. 200 years ago, he's old as fuck. He's just now having a kid. He has a company, Steel Tech. Unfortunately, during his adventures, Victor underwent many mutations that wreaked havoc on his genome. Sucks for you, Victor. Okay, after 2 centuries of life, he has two decades to live. Wow, that is a pittance. Well, he's not cool with that, and yet he's gonna make a kid, cause hey, his offspring's gonna reach adulthood when the next planet rush is 19 years ahead. Oh shit, you're playing a 19. Oh god, you're like a child in this. That's disgusting. It's not disgusting. That's fine. Blah blah blah. So who should the mom be? Who will be this lucky lady? Many lovers spring to mind, both human and alien. After all, he has no shortage of them. Oh my. Should his offspring be pure human like himself, or perhaps a little more exotic? That feels weirdly speciest. I mean, I think at this point, like, it's not like this is a human-centric universe, right? Anyway, like I said, we're gonna go into this, like, trying to make the most fucked up person possible from starting from, like, completely vanilla human. So, we're gonna go with human to begin with. A purely human heritage would give Victor's child the body one would expect. 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, a head of hair, etc. There's not much more to say about such a choice. Is this the Is this the race Victor chooses? Yes, go with that. Victor approaches the lady in question. She's down to fuck. The sex is amazing. Nice, good job, Victor. I'm very proud of you. Okay, so she gets preggo. They go to the clinic. What sex do they want the child to be? Let's go with let's name the child. I don't know. What should we named naming the kid? I'm torn between naming it something like your dick and just calling it like a normal name, like a nice normal name. Name it like fucking Jeremy or something. I don't know. What's a good space name? Let's just call him Space Boy. And okay, with a name like that, you gotta be a boy. But like, let's be real, gender doesn't actually matter that much in this game because with enough money or with enough luck, you will change genders multiple times, and everyone gets tits, everyone gets fucked, everyone fucks other people. It's great. So you're gonna have a male child then, very well. How tall should he grow up to be? Please give it an imperial inches. I love that that's a thing. 6 feet tall, 72 inches. Yeah, let's make him just 6 feet. That's like a round number. That's a good number. Next. Okay, so blah blah blah. How thick with 2 C's would you like him to be? Broadness of his overall frame, head, shoulders, so forth. We're gonna go with. I'm gonna start out with putting everything to kind of the most average variables because we're gonna fuck shit up later because a large portion of this game is based around random mutations that you get willingly by eating random shit or maybe getting like prego or something like that. It's not a normal game. Like I said, you can leave at any point in time. Um, so okay, hair color black like yours was. Let's follow Daddy. Let's have black hair. Eye color. Got anything in mind? Let's go with green. Oh no, no, then it'll look like Harry Potter. We can't have that. That I feel uncomfortable with that. Blue eyes. That seems normal. Skin. I feel like whatever choice I make here will be like low key racist in some sort of way. We're gonna go with olive because I like to believe that means green in this case, and I think that's a good color for our space child. Breasts. Oh my. Why do they spell trans with a Z here? Well, the doctor certainly has a spine. Let's go with A cups. Let's. Oh no no. Let's mix it up. Whatever. Um, Penis. Ooh, let's also go with whatever. This is an adventure. This. I know. I said about 2 minutes ago that this was gonna be totally normal, but we're just gonna make this a surprise for ourselves later. Um, Great, we're almost done, but I've left the trickiest for last. What's this? A list of specialized treatments? Sort of. One of the things we can do is work a special tweak into your successor's genome, something that will give them a special gift. Gift. Even beyond the choices you've made thus far. Are they safe? Perfectly, so long as only one is inserted into your child's genome. I don't think this is how genetics work. I'm like 60% sure about this. It's been a long time since I've taken biology. Any more than that risks instability. Perhaps by the time your child is an adult, we'll have made more advances in that area. For now, though, one's the limit. Um. Okay, viral, potent elasticity, fertility, milky incubator, hung, mini, bulgy, extra ardor, ice cold, infertile. What the fuck does bulgy mean? That sounds like a lot. Okay, increases the size of your testicles. Nice. Mini, small dick, hung, big dick, incubator, shortens your pregnancy time, virile, quality of sperm, elasticity, larger insertions. Oh my, well, we know that um, young space boy is totally gonna. Oh no, that I feel weird about this. Fertility, milky, extra ardor. That's annoying because like sex drive is basically one of our stats, so that would effectively be giving us a handicap. Let's go with elasticity. Like it's making me uncomfortable, so let's just go with it. Fantastic, the doctor, you are way too excited about this. This is not okay. Just one more thing. I can flip in affinity for a certain attribute. These all seem pretty self-explanatory, so I won't have to bore you over much. Suffice to say, your son will be able to increase the chosen attribute more easily. Oh my. We can do physique, reflexes, aim, intelligence, or willpower. Personally, I recommend intelligence. Yeah, well, you're a nerd who went to nerd school for nerds to become a fucking doctor and now like kind of like boutique make children for this rich Billy. That's honestly a pretty good life. Maybe he's onto something. Let's go with. I'm guessing since we're in space, we're gonna need a lot of specialized and sophisticated machinery. Physique would be good. Reflexes is also useful. Aim. I feel like aim was actually gonna be very useful. Um, I've played this before, and honestly, it doesn't really matter what you pick at the beginning, so I'm actually just going to go with intelligence because the doctor recommends it, and I think Victor is a type who is easily influenced by people considering the amount of mutations he has. Sometime later. Thankfully, Space Boy was born without complications, but as any parent knows, the real work has just begun. Okay, so it's like, how the fuck do we raise Space Boy? Okay. Pampered, athletic, bookworm, austere, balanced. I think these are pretty logical in how they're like explained. You can read this. I'm not gonna read this because it's like I feel like it's fairly obvious. Let's go. Well, we made him a smarty pants, so maybe we should actually just keep going down that road, making him a bookworm, or we could just balance him. No, no, no. Space Boy will be a nerd. I think that's who's gonna inherit the Earth after like space happens. After we're in space, inherit the universe, whatever. Space Boy's a nerd. Okay, as you, Space Boy, grow up, you're gently encouraged to take up more mental pursuits. Pursuits? Pursuits. Fuck, I said that wrong. Taking to it like a duck to water, you spend most of your time reading or expanding your thinking. Huh, he's a fucking nerd. Your test scores are the envy of your academy. What did I tell you? Okay, so when your friends talk about you, what word do they use to describe your personality? Okay, so this will change how your character reacts to challenges and stuff. Um, so we're gonna actually just gonna go with. I think let's go. Let's as a good counterpoint to his nerdiness. Let's make him a mischievous child. And he's not a child anymore. He's growing up. He's finishing his schooling. His whole life is ahead of him. Memories of his dad pushing you forward spring to mind. Is the father alive at this point? It's very unclear. Um, oh no, nope, he's alive. Seems he wants you to take up a profession. Okay, so I think it actually makes the most sense for him to be a tech specialist, considering his nerd and chaotic neutral personality. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with that. We're gonna just balance him in that way because he's a smarty pants who likes fucking with people. Would you like to play through the story and tutorial or skip to gameplay? Let's. Okay. Well, I would usually just skip, but since it's new for y'all, maybe new, maybe you've played this before. Maybe you're just into this because a girl is narrating it. I mean, that's cool too. I would listen to that, even though I'm bad at enunciating things. I mean, gender tutorial. Okay, your dad's health has been declining through your years of education, but you never really worried too much about it. He was super rich, able to afford his own private doctor, sort of thought that one day he could disappear never entered your mind. When you started your career, he was there to see you off, smiling gregariously, but your job made it difficult to stay in touch. Most communications were done via written messages. I mean, you would think that, like, in the space future, they have, like, voice calls and video chats. But then I guess if you think about it, we have those now, and we mostly communicate through text messages. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about that, other than people don't really video chat. Um, Okay, so he straight up fucking dies, and he tells you in a brief missive containing an invitation to a funeral. At least you know how to handle that. That's good, as well as a travel voucher to get you there. That feels cold. I don't know why, but that feels cold. You quit your job on the spot. The way Dad talked, you're sure he would have wanted you to take over the family business. What could have killed him? He always seemed so big and imposing. Even when his back was bent by age, he still had vital energy about him. I bet he was like draining the blood of virgins or something. Seeming as busy as a man a tenth of his age. Um, he aged far more rapidly than he should have, losing his youth in a short decade. That's fucked up. Um, the trip is boring. You're packing. You go to Tavros Station. Somebody here read Homestuck. For those of you who read Homestuck, you get the reference. The rest of you don't. Sucks for you. No, that's a good thing. Okay, so you're wearing your finest clothes. Go to the theater. You go through the paparazzi. You push open the doors and step inside. The funeral is closed casket with no viewing. This is actually new. I actually haven't seen this part before. I think it's new content. His body was riddled with the lines of age and marked with liver spots and pre-cancerous lumps. Oh, that's fucked up. I wonder what actually killed him. If like he had pre-cancer. Anyway, the ceremony is swift and fairly small. There are only family and friends here. So you're kind of fucked up during the whole thing. That's understandable. Um, his lawyer intercepts and pulls you aside. Come, we must talk. You follow the lawyer's brisk stride with a bit of difficulty. He's a Samarin. I don't know how to pronounce that. Long-limbed, yellow-skinned, and not overly inclined to slow his walk for your comfort. He also talks the entire way. The will was unconventional. He's lucky my firm had such wonderful dealings with him over the years, or I would have not been willing to undertake such a complicated executorship. Um, okay, so blah blah blah. He's happy to deal with you. So his name is Maki. We've never been formally introduced, I suppose. To be brief, your dad rented out most of the hangars on the station for you. He also had a state-of-the-art, compatible. Fuck, I can't talk. Daycare facility built here to house any future offspring you create. Oh my. I have to give him his credit. He planned ahead. Construction has been going on here for the past 4 years at his behest. You know, there's a surprising amount of just fuckery that your dad did in the past to force you into this future. Like, I know that there are bad ends in here which basically involve you just kind of deviating from the past, and I'm not sure what sort of message this sends. About parents and children and futures and what is the best choice a young man can make when he's just beginning his life and career. Anyway, maybe this is all just window dressing for the fucking. So Victor knew he would be dying around this time since before your birth. I suppose he didn't want the knowledge weighing over you. I mean, that's kind of fucked up, but I understand it. Medical science is amazing. He's really mutated. Um, oh, he only sure he looked fine when he came home, but he only managed that by taking on the most human-esque mutations from the various races he encountered. You know that feels like it's a plot of a science fiction novel that I've read. I'm pretty sure I've read that before. Anyway, so you get an injector with silvery viscous fluid and a rectangular leather wrapped object. It's interesting to think that people are using leather in space. Like, what sort of leather is this? Do they have cows in space? Are these space cows? Are they like alien space? Anyway, um, greetings, space boy. I'm the Codex. You may address me as Codex. I am a simple virtual intelligence, or VI in common parlance, programmed to assist you in cataloging new life, resources, and technologies. You're a fucking Pokédex. You're a space Pokédex. I'm equipped with long-range extranet transmitters and receivers, allowing for communication and data access in those locations. There is a short-range life sensor embedded in me that allows me to warn you of impending danger. Nice. Upon detecting a new species, I will collate all extranet available data on a species for you to peruse within a minute or two. You're just fucking space Pokemon. It's Pokédex, Pokemon, like instead of capturing things, you fuck them instead. I have haptic feedback on my screen and do accept voice commands, Master Space Boy. Okay, so then you got the thing, then you got the vial of stuff with which are microsurgeon immune boosters, top of the line. Your dad will tell you more. Go on through. So now you keep on trucking. The next room is empty, save for a comfy-looking leather recliner. You actually recognize it as one of your father's favorites. Again, where is this leather coming from? So the projector kicks. So you sit down. Projector turns on. Your your daddy appears. Um,